Hey, Magic fans, we're back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we have finished the 18 boxes of set boosters from New Capenna. So let's take a look at what the money says. Now, before we get started, remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, put some comments down below to feed that YouTube algorithm, and when you hit that subscribe button, just smash it. Because we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and to help support the channel. I appreciate anybody's help doing so, telling your friends, family, people you don't even like, because why not? Anyway, if you've done everything you can to support the channel, make sure that you check out the links in the description to the eBay store where all of these cards are going to be listed way before this ever goes out. So keep an eye on that. Also, in the Patreon, you can get some subscriptions in there to help support the channel, plus get insider information on what the channel is doing when cards go up, and special box pricing when I run my sales for extra boxes and when new products comes out, because I'm here to help you just as much as I want to help myself. So, without further ado, tray tables and seat backs in a full upright position, everyone. We are about to blast off into one heck of a case opening. So we'll start off with the easy stuff. So we got our signed cards, kind of neat. We got two of the same one there. We got 8. That's about average. Seems to be a little higher than normal, but hey, we will take it. So again, we have our Stranger Things collection, which is basically a bunch of commons at the price that they're going right now. So sad but true, but it is what it is. So, there you have it. That doesn't belong in there. The heck am I doing here, guys? Don't worry, I'm a professional. I swear I do this all the time without messing it up. All right, there we go. So, now, next we have Commander. We got a lot of good Commander hits out of this box. We got a lot of good hits in general, but this one in particular, you can see here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mythics from Commander, along with your normal rares, plenty of the Quill Killer. But yeah, so that was kind of cool too. Then we have the list. So this thing really came out smoking. We got 2 Shakashimas, Students, a Twilight Prophet, a Zakama, and then we got in some other good stuff. A couple of Traverses, an Obzi, an Admiral Beckett, Vivian Reed. But these here, it's like $100 just in these right here. These things are nuts. So that was sweet. I'll go ahead and get into them now. I see you guys drooling about it. And for those of you who watched the actual opening of these boxes, let me get a chair to sit down because, yeah, this is about to be a thing. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we had 7. So we had 1 in every box, and 1 box had 2. But the thing about these gilded pulls was we had a common. We had another common. We had 2 uncommons. And then, in almost 3 back-to-back boxes, we got a gilded foil worth like 90 or 80. We got another one worth like 40, like 50. Another one worth 50. Like it's almost $300 worth of gilded foils just in this one case. How crazy is that? Out of the 18 boxes we opened 3 cases. This was the only case that had gilded foil mythics. The other 2 had none. And man, I would have been really salty if I opened 3 cases and got no mythics. So I think these are a lot more expensive than what people think they are. Again, law of large numbers. I averaged 1 mythic per case, but all 3 of them came in 1 case. So, can you even guarantee them in a case? I don't think so, but man, these things are pretty. So, that was one of the sweetness of this box opening. The other one, here we got plenty of nice foil rares. We got a Triome, which is always sweet. Some foils and Void Wrens, a couple Face Breakers, even a Hostile Takeover. Not a whole lot special to talk about. The foils are pretty much the same when it comes to the rares, only because they're not special rares. So then we have mythics. So we got one fountain in this one, which kind of upsets me because I didn't get enough of these, I don't think. We got a bootlegger stash. Out of all 6 boxes, we got one. An Elspeth, we got another Zaitora. And then from there, like, all these mythics are pretty much $5 mythics. Like, not a lot of them had a whole lot of value. Like, even this Elspeth, I don't think was very high. So, but I mean, they're all $5 to $6 mythics, and that's all cool and all. However, a lot of the value came from the rares again. These rares, this is probably one of the best sets to buy set boosters for, in my opinion, because the rares that come out of the box are worth so much. It almost guarantees you get your money back because you don't have to hit the big mythics. The big mythics are just a bonus. These are just a bonus. So, like, for example, that last box, we got, here was the 4 cards that were worth money in that last box. And this is roughly like $29. So, that's a third of the box almost. And then the rest are just kind of dollar rares, right? But when you get down into it really deep, for example, and you start hitting things where you start hitting the good rares, and I mean, like, there's only 2 in that one. But we had a couple of these that we really fired off on all cylinders. Like, for example, in this one, 3 triomes. One of them was a showcase full art, whatever you want to call it, which was worth some money. Plus, you had Gilda and the Ledger. You had a Face Breaker. Like, all those were money. If you keep going, you can see the same thing again on those ones that we made lots of money. A couple Gildas, a Jetmir, a Face Breaker. Like these are the rares that are outpricing the mythics, which is kind of odd, in my opinion. You get back here again. You have a Xander's Lounge, a Gilda. You keep going. Find the next group of pricey. So right here, you got a Face Breaker, a Shredder. You have 3 triomes worth like $7 a piece. You have the $10 to $15, $20 triome because it's full art. Like, it's just insane the kind of prices that some of these rares are commanding compared to the mythic counterparts. It really feels more like in this set that the mythics are not the big to-do. It's more like the rares are, and the mythics are just bonuses if you get them. And that's kind of a weird setup for me, but it's a very interesting way to play everything out. Also, too, real quick, even though I got a lot of gilded foils, I kind of suffered in this range. 3, 6, 9, 11 full art foils was all I got, which I thought was kind of weird. Got plenty of foil land, or regular full art land, but it was really weird that I didn't get very many foil lands that were full art. I got a lot of foil lands that were, these darn things. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So, with that said, let's do a quick price rundown from our trusty, dusty handbook. So, you can see here is the line. Down here is where we're at. So, on our first box, we had $12 in mythics, $79 in rares, $64 in gilded cards, 1 gilded card plus the list, for a total of $155. Insane. Then over here we had $18 in mythics, again not much, $45 in rares, $116 because of a gilded mythic, for a total of $179. Then over here we had $43 in rares, and that $40 I think was a foil mythic. But anyway, and then $47 in rares, $25 on the list for $115. That's more spread out and average even. Next, $16 again on mythics, $64 on rares, nothing from the list for $83. And then down here, 17 mythics, 55 rares, $1, so 73 was kind of weak. Last box, 58 from list cards, 57 from rares, and only 18 from mythics once again, for a total of $133. An average of all these, 123. So what we've actually seen, which is a pattern I've noticed every time we do these box opening series, you'll notice the first 6 average was 114, second 6, 120, the last one, 123. What I think this really shows, other than this in particular, is that the market often gets it wrong when the cards first come out and the cards are underpriced. Some of them may be overpriced and the price goes down, but for the most part, on the average, the prices of the cards in the box tend to get higher because I do one a day, right? And because of that, the prices and the prices alter themselves every day, because every day that I check, they're adjusting for buys and sells and what have you. And it really feels like the market always has it wrong when they first come out. So you want to, in my personal opinion, sell high cards when they first come out, and then keep anything that's even remotely low that might be good and wait to see if they go up. Because honestly, that's what happens. So with that said, guys, I hope you liked the video. I hope you liked the series. If you haven't watched the whole series, go back, put it in your background, let it just play out so you can hear all the wild stuff that goes on as I crack these packs and get kind of engulfed in the moment, if you will. With that, thank you very much. Don't forget to reach out to me. I'd like to do some collector box openings, and I've probably already mentioned it on my channel in other videos. But reach out, sign up on Patreon. Let's have you guys get in there, and we'll crack some packs for you guys. Send them out to you. If you want me to sign some cards, I'll even do that too. As always, guys, thank you so much for allowing me to entertain you. And until next time, be kind. And I hope to see you across the game table. See you in the next set.